Hey, how's it going? This is TheArgonaut. We are here again in the opening moves series where we will be controlling the Sweboz faction. Or will they be controlling us? Who knows? So, we will be playing on hard difficulty as normal. And let us take a look at the Sweboz. So, for their cultural trait, they have Terrors of the Night. Can always choose to fight night battles, which is pretty cool. Warrior Society, so +2 public order for every war against neighboring factions. So just fight everybody. That's, you know, that's how we do it anyways, but hey. Alright, more incentive. That's good. Starting challenge is normal. So that's kind of nice, at least, since we only have one settlement. We have, for the specific Sweboz traits, we have Venerable Elders, so increased tax rate. Tribal Conquerors, increased morale against barbarians. And then Disdain for foreign cultures, increased public order penalties due to presence of foreign cultures. Okay, that seems to be pretty common with most of these factions, I feel like. So there is a chiefdom political tradition, so that is different than the Leugos, who have tribal confederation. But yeah, that's pretty much the Sweboz. And let's go pop over to there. Look at that, I had it prepared and everything. Well, look at their roster. Alright, so what do we have here? Well, we got a pretty, you know, typical barbarian style roster with some cool little differences that make the Sweboz pretty unique. So we'll look at the generals first. We have the noble Germanic Swordsmen. We have the Kingsguard, which is actually a phalanx unit. And then we also have the late Germanic heavy cavalry. So, the noble Germanic Swordsmen, pretty decent, pretty solid swords unit. You know, we got good melee attack and defense, good weapon damage at 50, armor pen's fine, charge bonus 26, armor 32. So, you know, for their price, they don't seem to be too expensive. They're pretty decent. The big thing about the Sweboz is armor is like pretty non-existent. These guys with 50 armor is pretty crazy, which is still not amazing, but pretty good. So these, the Kingsguard, have solid melee defense there. And they can form a shield wall, I believe. Yeah, shield wall. So not a true like, you know, pike formation, but a shield wall. Ooh, I should say with the Germanic Swordsmen, they have campaign stealth, guerrilla deployment, can hide in grass and scrub in forest, which is pretty cool. And they got speed of 3 for a heavy sword unit. That's pretty cool. And they have a javelin as well. Alright, so the Kingsguard here, good melee defense, of course. 10 is great. You know, okay weapon damage, pretty solid armor pen. The 50 armor is really quite nice. Yeah, good morale in those guys. Really seem like a solid, hard to take down unit, especially in shield wall. So we have the late Germanic heavy cav. So pretty solid cav here. +4 bonus versus cavalry, so a good cav killer. You know, 54 charge bonus is really respectable. Good melee defense, melee attack's fine. Armor pen's not great, but yeah, in all of this, a pretty good heavy cavalry unit. All right, then we get fun over here. So the kind of base melee infantry is the Clubman, which you can see there has 24 armor pen, which is pretty great. Not very good weapon damage, pretty crappy stats otherwise. You know, they do have the guerrilla deployment and speed as well, and the campaign stealth and everything. They do have ammunition, so they throw a javelin. 8 armor. 8 armor pretty much goes across the board till the heavier sword units, and even then, the highest it gets is 50. Next guys, we got Germanic Axemen, so a slight improvement, better melee stats, and better weapon damage. Slightly worse armor pen, but 21 is still really solid. Bonus versus elephants, which is interesting. You know, going to be fighting a lot of elephants in Suebi, or Sweboz. Same thing, speed and ammunition. Berserkers. Oh, that's right, we have Berserkers. So, they have 9 melee attack, which is pretty brutal. Melee defense, not that great, but honestly, these guys are pretty cheap, so that's nice. Charge bonus 32, really solid for infantry. Weapon damage is 50, armor penetration is 16, that's a solid combo. And 8 armor, whatever. Morale 75, that's pretty great, and they scare everyone. And they're immune to fear. So, yeah, these guys are going to be a lot of fun. We got Knight Raiders, so, you know, pretty respectable unit here. Looks like they have axes as well because they have good armor pen. You know, typical armor, morale, speed, etc. decent melee stats. Nothing amazing, but pretty sneaky, pretty good at hiding. They can hide and scrub, which is nice. And they can stalk. That's the big thing. So they can literally walk and not be seen, which is great. Very ambushy army, which I'm very excited about. So we get the Baltic Swordsmen here. Pretty solid melee stats. Good damage and armor pen and everything. Next we got the Heruskaz Swordsmen. So these guys, they're the first ones to get a real bump in armor. So 40 armor, pretty decent. Obviously their speed drops to 2 then, which is kind of unfortunate. Not great armor pen, pretty good weapon damage. These guys seem, pretty solid. They'll stick around a little bit. Nothing amazing there. But again, they have guerrilla deployment, and they can hide really well. So you see that pretty much is consistent throughout for most of the units. So we got the early Germanic elite swordsmen, so just a slight upgrade over these guys, pretty much across the board. They do have worse armor though. They have better speed but worse armor. That's kind of the big difference there. And then we bump up to the Noble Germanic swordsmen, which we already went over. And then lastly, we have the late Germanic elite swordsmen. So, okay for the melee attack and melee defense. 50 weapon damage, which is good. 24 charge, 50 armor, and 3 speed. So that's pretty cool. So they're relatively quick while being well armored. Go to the spear infantry, Germanic levies. What can you say? They're levies. They're crappy. That's great. They're cheap. Germanic spearmen, just a slight bump, but they do get a lot more stats, so it looks like they have expert charge defense, which these guys do as well, which is pretty cool. But then they also get guerrilla deployment and all the hide and everything like that. So I don't know why these guys can't sneak, but these guys can, so hey, that's cool. We go to the proven Quados spearmen, so again, a slight increase as well across the board. Worse morale for some reason. But better melee attack and charge bonus and weapon damage and armor pen. So we got the Chatty Spearmen. Bump up my brightness. So yeah, very slight. Like, all right, these guys are they're like the sneaky version of these guys. Not much of a difference. Ambushers here. So let's see, they do get stalked, so that's pretty cool. The ambushers, pretty good melee defense. It's perfectly fine. They're nothing amazing really. The spears are not that great. Naked spearmen. This is where we have some fun, huh? Impetuous. They get extra morale bonus when eager, so that's great. They're immune to fear. I love it. I love these goofy units. Morale goes up to 65. Look at that. Now, mind you, everybody has 8 armor, so they're just gonna get shredded by missiles. Good melee attack for a spear unit. Melee defense, really solid. Good armor pen. Bonus versus cavalry. These guys will wreck cav pretty nicely. Solid unit. So the medium spears, where we finally get a little bit of armor, we get to 26. So that's nice. Morale goes down. Every other stat pretty much goes down. But if you do see these guys go to 225, these guys are at 150, so that's a big difference. And then lastly, we have the proven spearmen. So solid unit. Morale's, decent. Real difference here is they're going to have slightly better stats. Looks like good morale. They get all the bonuses to sneakery. A little extra armor pen, melee attack, melee defense. Nothing crazy, but pretty cool. Then we got these guys here, a little phalanx unit, which can actually form hoplite phalanx, which is pretty cool. These guys can only form a shield wall. So, pretty decent unit, I assume. I haven't played with these guys yet. Armor's okay. They got great bonus for elephants and cav. They're slow, but they probably do what you need to. They need to be what they need to do. They need to hold. They need to hold the line. Then we got missile infantry, so pretty obvious. Levies, youth levies, so a mediocre javelin unit. We have slingers, nothing special there. The archers, who, let's see, so these guys have, so they do have snipe, so that's pretty cool. So they can remain hidden and fire their bows, which is really cool. That'd be a lot of fun with an ambush-style army. Looks like these guys, okay, they improve stamina. So that's really fun. Stats-wise, they're fine, but that's pretty cool. They all have speed 4, too, so they're very quick. So they can kind of get in, fire, and then if they get found, they can run away. Then we got the Germanic Young Warriors, so looks like these guys have some okay melee stats to go along with their javelins. So a pretty solid unit. It looks like they're just a tougher tougher version of javelin skirmishers. Then we have the proven warriors here. So, oh, and 4 speed, which is really great. These guys just have slightly better melee stats, very slightly different, and better morale. Though you do see they do get a few things like the campaign stealth and the guerrilla deployment, etc. Next, we got the Germanic medium cav. Solid cav, nothing special. 40 armor. That's pretty great for the Sweboz. Yeah, pretty solid unit. Again, I mean, guerrilla deployment on cav, that's pretty great. And they have stock, which is pretty huge for cavalry. So you could do some sneaky shenanigans there. Germanic heavy cav, we went over those guys. We have the light cavalry here. Pretty solid, you know, good harassment cavalry. Pretty good shots per minute, 8, that's pretty nice. I don't know, how does that compare to these guys? Yeah, same. Oh, look at that, amazing. Yeah, pretty good unit. I mean, 14 armor, pen for melee too, so they can get in, do some charging against some skirmishers, no problem. And then lastly, we have the Celto-Germanic cavalry. So these guys, pretty good stats. I mean, they have better melee attack than the Germanic heavy cav there. 46 charge, not bad. 16 armor, pen, pretty good. You know, 38 weapon damage, not amazing, but and 50 armor on these guys, 8 speed. They got all the things too. Firewall's moving, Parthian shot. These guys seem like a lot of fun to use. Really tough cavalry. All right, and that's their roster. So, without further ado, let's do. Assent to my bold undertakings yet again. All right, control 8 settlements through direct ownership or through military allies. We're not gonna have any allies in this campaign. That's silly. Well, it's not a campaign. You know what I mean. And speaking of, so I forgot to say this earlier, but if you are excited about the Sweboz and want to see these guys turned into a full-on campaign, then throw a like on the video or comment, and that'll be tallied up at the end there after I've gotten all 4 of these opening moves videos out, and then the one with the most will be the one that gets brought into a full-on campaign. Also, I'm really enjoying doing these opening moves things, so I might keep doing them every once in a while. I think they're pretty fun. It's a good way to get a look at a particular faction that maybe doesn't get a lot of love or something, you know? We'll see. But let's get started. So, oops, and I bumped my microphone. I am a professional. I'm really not. But thank you for watching anyways. We have 1 territory. We have 1 army.
Ready for battle.
And we have a spy. Oh, this is great. Okay, well, hopefully we have a military building. No whammy. Whammy. Alright, well, at least we can recruit a bunch of stuff here. Alright, well, man, this is just meant for a slow start, isn't it? Alright, let's check out the faction first. Let's see what we're working on. Fridwald, the king. Excellent. Alright, Fridwald, you better be leading our army. Are you? Yes, of course. I would be furious if he was not. Can you do something? Spread rumors? No, we don't need you to. Good loyalty. That's nice. No negatives off the bat. Looks like we got 48%, so that's nice. Yeah, looking pretty good. All right, Fridwald. Okay, so what do we have in your army here? We have Germanic spearmen, so pretty decent. Looks like we got some bonuses to ammunition as well as melee defense and attack. Let's check out what's our. Let's see, plus 5% wealth. Cultural conversion, that's nice. Deputy, oh, that's not good. Clueless but learning, that's nice. Alright, melee defense skill for commander's unit. Okay, cool. We could go through all these, but I'm not going to. Cheerful, that's nice. Everyone's happy to fight for him. And the king! Excellent. Alright. So, we should check out diplomacy first and see where we want to go. So we are not at war with anybody. Looks like we can get some tribal confederations, which is nice. I think what we want to do... So we have the Boii to the south here, who we can't even confederate with. Let's see, who is anyone aggressive and treacherous? These guys. Treacherous. Reliable, alright. Reliable. Why are you yellow reliable and you're green? I don't understand. Okay. You guys reliable, and you guys reliable. Alright, we're gonna go after the Boii. I think that's just what we're gonna do. Plus, they have some fortifications around there. Or, you know, I think we wait. Let's go ahead and let's just scope out. Let's see what we got going on down here. Come on, spy. There we go. Let's deploy. Steal. So, steals food from local region, adding it to reserves and possibly causing starvation in enemy lands. That's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, so we got some money. We're gonna spend it. We're gonna do technology. Only military. No civil technology at all. Minus upkeep for all armies. That's kind of nice. Armor, weaponsmith. Okay, that's cool. We could go that route. This gets ships, which we're never gonna use. Why is that even a thing? Melee attack, melee defense. That's pretty cool. I think maybe we go with that. Or when besieging, -2 holdout time. Let's do that. Let's go this way. Yeah. Let's make these siege masters. Ready for battle. All right, so we got a Germanic slinger, we got a Germanic spear, and we got Germanic light cavalry. All right, we have pretty good options. Well, let's not get hasty. They're not good, but we have a good amount of options. Definitely want to get some hunters. Looks like we got the young warriors, so pretty good, you know, decent skirmisher unit. We got the levy spears, the Germanic ambushers. So these guys seemed cool because they got stock. And they have better stats. Just across the board better stats. 2 ammunition too, that's great. Germanic Clubman, I definitely want a few of those guys. And then we got some pikemen. Markamano's pikemen. We probably do want some of these guys. They're expensive though. Maybe not. Alright, well let's get some of these dudes. Let's get set up. So we get some archers. Some clubs, some ambushers. We'll get one more archer. Yeah. All right. Cool. 5 turns, and yeah. All right. Well, we have our spy down there. These guys recruiting, and we might as well. Let's see. We could upgrade the chieftain hall. Gets us more money. I think we should do it. And then what we can do is we got 1 food here. We go to 2 food. Let's see, public order, sanitation. I mean, we don't need sanitation. We're dirty Sweboz. That's offensive. All right, so I'm having fun tonight. Let's go for the field. Let's get that 4 food. All right. Well, not much else we can do, but end the turn. All right. Well, good thing we recruited some troops because these guys declared war ASAP. So that's great. I was hoping something silly like that would happen. Before we forget, let's pop in here, get the battle difficulty down to normal because that's how it's balanced. And I think what we're gonna do is, well, let's see. What happens if we scooch out? Is that all? Alright, so public order's fine. We're gonna go up here and recruit up here. So we'll get the clubs. So we'll get those guys. So we'll focus on that first. And, you know, maybe we'll bomb in here and wreck them. What can we get for mercenaries off the bat here? It looks like we got some hired longbow hunters. Okay, what's the upkeep on them? Not great. These guys just super expensive. Is that what we're looking at? I think so. I think they're just super expensive. Yep. Mercenary berserkers. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Oh goodness. All right, we'll wait on that. Mercenary spear band. Okay. We might have to grab some of those berserkers. We'll see. All right. Well. Unfortunately, there's going to be some turn ending here. But, hey, it is what it is. Can we get any, I don't think we can get any other agents. Ah, we can! Oh, we're going to get a shield maiden for sure. Upkeep, assassination, manipulation, let's see. +4 line of sight, upkeep, discovering hidden agents and armies, evading enemy agents. Okay, replenishment. Ooh, yeah. Let's get you. Ermenberger. Mighty Ermenberger, you need to go hang out with Fridvold. Alright, let's end the turn. Alright, everybody's declaring war on everybody. Or at least, these guys declared war on us. Anyone else at war with anybody? No? You guys are just, you just want to fight me? Okay. Well, the Boei are at least, so we don't have to worry about them. Alright. Well, let's put her in this army. Alright, good. We're recruiting. Alright, so we'll get those guys. Let's see here. You're farther away. Though, actually, we're set up. Let's see. Okay, we can't reach them. Couldn't reach them anyways. Well, let's scope these fools out real quick. Alright, and then we're going here. Oof. It's the garrisons, which is an issue. So, I think we'll just keep recruiting and get our big old beefy army ready to go. So we'll have, let's see, 4 clubs, a spear, slinger there. I don't know if we're going to even need that slinger. We'll get 2 more archers, and at some point someone will come and try and fight us. So we'll deal with them then. Alright, more turn ending. I would skip the turns a little bit, but honestly, because we're already at war with 2 tribes, things might get interesting real quick, so I'll catch up with you on the next turn. They declared war as well! Everybody's fighting. Alright, sweet. At least they're fighting. That's good. It's just ridiculous. Oh, cool. Okay. Experience. That's nice. Alright. Are you guys fighting each other, please? I mean, seriously, this is silly. Alright, well. We'll keep working towards that. And we'll keep on recruiting our units. Not much else we could do. Oh, somebody got those bowmen. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did you get berserkers? Oh. Not good. It's not good. Alright, let's send our spy over this way. Peeky peeky. Okay, nothing right now. We'll see what we can do. Do we have a good enough garrison here? Alright, not great, but we are upgrading it. So we'll have some more soon enough. Alright, let's have the turn. Alright, research complete. Good. We're gonna take a peek over here. Who are you guys, huh? Looks like you got the mercenary bows, huh? As well as some of the mercenary berserkers. Oof. And we got pikemen here. Okay. What kind of garrison we got here? Not great. Alright. Ooh, good. Alright. These guys are... Who are you fighting? Those guys up there. Alright, well, I'm not at war with them, so that's fine. Field, alright. Good. Aged. Alright, got those recruited. Alright. These guys are not... They're not fighting anybody else yet. Come on. Kill each other. Alright, well, at least they're gonna fight this way and maybe get wrapped in. Who knows? In the meantime, we're gonna keep recruiting till we have a full stack. And, yeah, we have that built. And, yeah. This is interesting. Alright, Shield Maiden had ranked up. That is good. Got those guys recruited. That is good. Alright, Shield Maiden. Let's just work down this tree here. As well as, yeah. We'll go this tree as well. Alright, we're getting 2 more bows. Then we got, Clubman. See, these guys have pretty good melee defense. They're pretty solid. After we got these guys, let's see. We'll have 4 archers plus a slinger unit. A cav unit. We'll have Germanic spears. I think, honestly, we just get a freaking army of Clubman. I think we do that. These guys are pretty cheap. We'll get 2 more units of clubs.
Scouting.
We'll see what the enemy brings to our doorstep. Alright, hidden agent exposed. Scout ranked up. Got some things. We're looking good. Construction complete. Chieftain's Hall. 14 garrison. Alright, that's not terrible. Alright, spy ranked up, huh? What are you gonna do, buddy? Well, let's see. Let's get your chance of critical success up, as well as your spying abilities. Alright, hang tight there, buddy. We're gonna finish recruiting. I think we are just gonna skip ahead, because this is gonna be kind of boring. So I will catch up with you once something interesting is about to occur.
Oh, Father, be praised! Excitement at last! Yes? Thirsty for battle!
Aha! They come forth to fight us! Alright, well, they have a full stack, unfortunately, and we are too shy of it. So it looks like, what, we got some berserkers here, some phalanxes, some of our same spears. I don't know what these guys are. We do have our horseman here, as well as our leader as a horseman. I say, fight! Alright, here we have the horde of the Sweboz, all lined up and prepared for battle. So, what do we have here? We have our slingers up front here, just to sort of distract. On the flanks we have all of our clubmen, and then in the center here we have our spears. Tough, burly barbarians, and we are immediately coming in close to their, let's see, their skirmisher units. And around the flank here, we have our archers, who I'm sneaking up and preparing to get some rear shots, and then we're bringing in the cavalry right off the bat. So we got the general here, the oh-so mediocre, powerful general. We have our light cavalry here as well. And we're gonna try to catch their units unawares. Their generals over here. So right now we have some conflict right off the bat. We already got some charges in here. Alright, looks like these are the berserkers here, I think. Yeah. And right off the bat, just epic barbarian clashes. Alright, we're beginning to fire. We have our guys running around here trying to chase off their skirmishers. Charge. Oh, I missed the charge here. Look at the freaking javelins. My goodness. Oh, it's crazy. Alright, so let's get a scope here. So we got the general moving in across here. We have our skirmisher cav coming in. We've tied up some of our skirmishers here. We're attempting to tie up more around the flank here. Already we're starting to lose this conflict. I mean, we're going up against these pikes, who are just a substantially better unit than our own spear infantry. Clubmen charging in, raising their hands above their heads. We're wavering some of these guys in the background here. So now I pull forward the archers. We line up our shots and begin just pouring in all the archer fire. Just in this nice blob in the back here. Man, so cinematic with the rain and the arrows pouring down. Getting mass casualties with the archers. The pikes preparing. We've lined up our troops here in the back. The clubmen gonna come in for a charge. There we are. Alright. Just chaos. Okay, so we wrap these guys up, which is nice. We're going to bring in these clubmen back. Skirmisher Cav going to head after these guys. The general's doing well, mopping up a lot of troops right now. So we're getting good flanking maneuvers right now, but we are not looking good in some areas. I mean, facing down these pikemen, they are really pretty tough, especially against our measly little ambushers. But we are getting a lot of fire in with the slingers here. Popped a little rally, or an inspire, I'm not sure. and the archers are doing quite well. I mean, we're already up to, you know, halfway to 100 kills. The Slingers just reached 100. We're wasting some shots right here. I reallocate their shots soon enough, but yeah, this is definitely an interesting battle off the bat. I mean, oh yeah, pouring in the archer fire. These guys are really starting to kind of buckle in against our own troops. These guys are caught out pretty bad spot. Luckily, the Germanic light cavalry is coming back in, did what they needed to do. The general here, we have him singled out against some Clubman, but I mean, he is just an infinitely better unit. I mean, 9 melee attack, 10 melee defense, 32 armor. Clubmen are just not going to be able to do enough against him. Luckily in the back here, General still mopping up cavalry. He's taking a good amount of casualties, but he has 162 kills, mostly from all those skirmishers. And yeah, just at this point, really not sure where the battle's going to go. We're already getting some waivers on the enemy side, but also on our own side. I mean, we just lost the Clubmen here, we just lost our spears over here, and we also just charged our skirmish cav into pikes. So that's how that's going. Yeah, just really unsure. I mean, obviously with the skirmishing advantage is it's in our favor right now, but do we have enough to take out what is left? And I do not know. I know we're definitely going to have to get into combat with our skirmishers. We just don't have quite enough ammunition. And these pikes are really pretty brutal. Oh yeah, all the archer fire. Firing into the berserkers here. Trying to take them out. Which, we're doing a good job of that, that's for sure. Already starting to waver them. And so much archer fire going in. These slingers, they've pulled their weight for sure. But yeah, I mean, we only have one unit. It's a little hard to tell. We're obviously the yellow. They're the red. It's a little hard to tell what's going on. So, the general is taking some casualties. I mean, he's not the toughest unit. We've taken out a few units here. We lost one of the Clubman units. And then here I'm like, alright, well, at least we can pull in our light cav, which already has 262 kills, by the way. But we just completely buckled along this flank, and we really don't have a lot of infantry left, which is quite the worry at this point. But we do have cavalry. But we just lost that unit, so I'm like, alright, well, at least maybe we could bring in our general for a nice powerful charge. He's got, what, 50-40 charge bonus? It's not terrible. We could at least knock these guys out. But of course, we charged the wrong guy. Didn't mean to charge their general. Right. So at this point, we've pretty much lost all of our infantry. I've had to throw in the missile units here. I didn't charge these guys in right away. But yeah, I mean, we don't have much ammunition left. And what they have left is pikemen, spearmen, so the proven spearmen. We have pikemen and more pikemen. So these pikes are just really doing work against us. Now our archers still firing away, but I don't know. It's looking pretty bleak. I mean, we're pulling back in some troops that are fleeing. But yeah, I don't know at this point. So we kind of regroup here. Still have to deal with all these units, and our cavalry's getting tired and beat up. But at least we can start pulling back in these units, and I'm just really not sure. Things are not looking good for us, in my opinion, at this point. But we get our charges. Take down what we can. And we do at least knock out one of these units here, the proven spearmen. But morale's not looking good. These slingers and archers are gonna have to hold off against all of these powerful infantry units. So luckily, we have the archers here quite a bit faster than the Germanic youth levies, so thinking we can catch them and break them. But yeah, bringing in our regrouped spear units. They are currently hidden, so that's why they're walking like that. They are stalking. Alright, so here we're setting up, we're trying to set up some hammer and anvils. Finally we get the general all alone against a unit. We pop rally and just pour on in with our cavalry. Try and break him. The pouring rain, the blood-soaked ground, and looks like we're starting to break him. I'm really hesitant. At this point, I don't even want to pull out my general just because of casualties we'll get. Luckily, we got the Germanic hunters coming back in. And everybody's coming back in to help out. We're getting everybody in who we can. And with that last little charge from the Germanic hunters is just enough to break the general. Yeah, cheer indeed. Cheer indeed. You did very well this day. So we run him down. But still, you know, we have all these pike units left, and we are fighting them with archers. And we're doing our best to surround them, but I'm just still not liking our odds right now. It's still heavily in the enemy's favor. And yeah, we're losing troops. We're losing troops badly over here. I mean, yeah, we have 2 units against 1, but I mean, this 1 unit is just so much stronger. So I'm really not sure. Things are starting to break. Things are starting to waver. We still have several units of enemy on the battlefield. Bringing back in the ambushers as best we can. Come on, guys. Start running. There we go. We need to run to battle. And I almost lost a general there, too. He was starting to waver. Charging him in, but... And we lost the light calves. Lost these guys. I immediately pulled the general because I realized, alright, well, I think we're going to lose him. And he's already starting to break, and then everybody stabilizes. And we literally have 1 spear unit right now. He's holding out. He's, he's bringing pride to the tribe, that's for sure. But man, it's really not looking good. Already has red morale. We got so many enemy troops left. I do realize that we get the skirmisher cav back, and then they break again. And it's just looking really bleak at this point. And I'm like, alright, well, Hail Mary. Charge in. Spears of Wodan. Slowest, most tired charge. Come on, Wolf Pelt Man, you can do it. Beautiful long swords. And we break a unit. And we break another. And I'm realizing, okay, quick, pull the general through our own troops. And this freaking ambusher unit is still alive. We popped Rally and Inspire, the last abilities we had. And I'm like, all right, what do we have? We have 1 general, we have light cavalry, we have archers. These guys are pretty much gone. The slingers are gone. They did what they could. But I don't know. These ambushers, just because we have our general alive, they're still alive, but they are getting surrounded here. And I think it's looking bad, but we bring in the pincer, the deadly cavalry of the Sweboz. And we break one, break the other, and it is a victory. Literally just one of those total nail-biter. Oh, so close to defeat, like so many times. And yeah, that was huge. Because we didn't lose entire units. We just lost lots of men, but they broke and ran away. So we have enough that we can replenish. So that was just absolutely huge. And at this point, I go to run down some of the remaining troops here. But man, these guys, MVPs. Absolute MVPs in my opinion. This 1 unit of ambushers. Without them, I mean, they were the only one that still had some scrap of morale left, even when the general was trying to leave. 160 kills on these guys, pretty great. 92 men left. That is, I am amazed they did not break. I mean, that morale, 56 morale. But the general, of course, did great, 326 kills. The skirmisher cav, minus all the freaking casualties, or captors, or capturing prisoners. There we go. I mean, they had almost 400. That was just absolutely crazy. But such a close battle. Really fun one, too. Alright, I will see you on the campaign map. Wow. That was insane. We're gonna kill the captives for sure. Wow. That was a crazy battle. Oh my goodness. Oh. Of course we have plague. Wow. Jeez. Alright, well. Well then, huh? They're recruiting. Okay, okay.
How can I help?
Let's see here. We could get these Germanic berserkers. I say we move in.
Thirsty for battle.
We move in ASAP.
Blood and iron. Is that all? Wipe them out.
All right, and what we're gonna do is let's merge these guys, and that gives us enough room to get these 2 units of berserkers. Do we want to get that last unit, the mercenary spear band? You know what? I think we do. Alright, that's a lot of our income, but honestly that's worth it. So we can't quite reach him. Yeah, let's see.
Share my fire.
Fortify stance. Really need to raid. We're just gonna hang tight. Wow. That was a freaking battle. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, well, in the meantime, we're gonna build up a small force down here. Let's see. We should get these guys, because we can have them up on the walls. Yeah.
There is no finer ending.
Alright. Jeez. Alright, let's end the turn.
How can I help?
Alright. Research complete. Got to some desertion. That's alright. Plague.
Ready for
Okay.
orders.
Let's move on in to attack. I think we're gonna do some technology. Gonna get siege arrow. That's kind of cool. But let's work this way. Yeah, that sounds good to me. All right. Got some guys recruited.
Ready for battle.
Let's move in and attack.
Aidan, Kichidan.
All right. Ooh, if we do a night attack. Yep, we could just come in and wreck these fools. You know what? It's giving us such good chances. Let's auto-resolve this. Considering we just had such an epic battle.
Your next command.
Yeah, Fridewald!
For the all highest.
Let's boost up melee attack for all our units. And melee defense. Let's do melee defense. There we go.
Ready for order.
We do night attack. Alright, nothing happens. Looks like we got some Germanic tribesmen, okay. And then these guys. Alright, we'll encircle here. And we'll keep on recruiting. Alright. Well. Whew. I'm still reeling from that battle. That was insane. I think we are gonna end it here, though. Yeah, we'll end on this little cliffhanger here. Because surely they will move out to attack us, and we'll have to deal with that. Yeah, we're at war with everybody here, but at least we'll have a good garrison here. And, yeah, man, things are certainly interesting right off the bat with this campaign. Pretty cool stuff. Not much building going on, but yeah, we'll be able to conquer pretty well, I think. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't take this settlement, considering, yeah, they got some good units here, but these guys I'm sure we can handle. All right. Well, with that, yeah, throw a like on this series if you on this episode if you want to see it become a series, or throw a comment on here as well. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, let me know what you all think. I think this is pretty cool. I really am happy with any of these options. I mean, this is an interesting campaign right off the bat. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next Opening Moves episode.